Hey you guys, welcome back. It's Bricks Below, and today I wanted to show you guys, or give you guys a city layout update. And if you guys have seen some of my previous videos, you'll know that this does not look like the layout before. Um, I've gone back and made a lot of changes to it, and so I just want to highlight some of these changes here in this video. And yeah, and if you guys are new, what basically I'm doing is I have this IKEA bed, and I'm basically working on building basically a mini Lego city underneath it, and just try to have it all underneath here. And so, if you guys want to just get some updates and see how this project goes, feel free to subscribe. But aside from that, yeah, let me get you guys in. Let's get started with this update. So the biggest changes were the fact that I added some modular buildings into the layout. I also got these base plates. These were used. I got them at a better price, but since they're used, they have some paint marks on them, so I have to go and clean them up. And this one in particular is actually a little bent out of place, so I have to work on that. But I now have the diner modular building and the pet shop and townhouse modular building. So I have both of those, so that's pretty cool to have. I I'm gonna try to work on getting more modulars. Uh, but it's also gonna be a space thing. Something I don't know if you guys have seen the full diner. I may do actually a review on it later. But there's supposed to be an antenna piece, a broadcasting piece for the radio station inside of it. But because of the bed constraints, once this bed is down, it would actually crush the antenna. So I've had to move it off the top. So I've just put it here in the back. But yeah, as you guys can see, I've made basically the train loop. It can't remember before, but I made it two tracks. So there's two in reality. Let me see how if I can get this out. There's two loops, two track loops in here, and basically I've made a small little yard in the back corner, and so because there are two loops, I've made one loop specifically for the passenger train, and the other one will be for cargo. Right now, I'm still working on just deciding how I want to set this out. But eventually, I may build a mini station. I know there's the station from the set that it came with. I may work on making a slightly bigger station. I'm gonna work on also building some sidewalk onto this because I don't have a corner modular. I have this diner, the diner. I wanted to make it a corner, so what I ended up doing is just placing it right here, and so basically, this there's just gonna be this small gap that I'm gonna fill in with some pieces in order to kind of show that the sidewalk curves around or goes around the diner this way. And so there's a couple extra pieces, tile plates that I'm just kind of using just to test. I'll fill those in later. Again, here's a crossing. I'm going to work on also try to build a better crossing for this here. And so yeah, I mean that's a little city portion. I've made enough space so that way I can add maybe maybe two modulars. The biggest problem is the space constraint. So as it is right now, I have more space for tracks, for train tracks. But as time goes by, if I add more modulars, I'm probably going to end up condensing what is the yard, just because of spacing. I haven't decided on that yet. Again, as time goes by, I'll decide on what I want to do with that. But yeah, and again towards this end we have the yard. I have a crane here. I haven't shown this, but I actually ended up getting two of the Maersk. What is it? The what are they called? Can't remember what they're called, but basically the ones that hold the container. Escapes my mind now. But I've also worked and I built these custom TTX intermodal train wheels. I think that's what they're called. I'll probably make a video showing those in a little bit more detail. But yeah, I've basically got a small intermodal yard here with the Maersk train pulling. So yeah, I mean so far that's pretty much all the updates. Again, all the rest of the trains are in the back. Now, of course, if I want, I can run both trains, but I'm gonna have to do some maneuvering of moving some of the trains out of the way. Again, if you guys haven't checked this out, I have some custom 3D printed tracks here, and so I've utilized these. I may need to print out more. For example, that there's a switch there that's just kind of a placeholder there. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the update. It's something that I'm hoping to keep working on whenever I have the time to. But yeah, if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to just stay updated on this project, feel free to subscribe. Thank you guys.